FiveM's only going to be for GTA 6. FiveM's only going to be a paid subscription. FiveM's probably only going to be included in GTA Plus. FiveM's only going to be for people that are taller than 6 feet. So recently got some leaks that FiveM is going to be coming to console, and this has sparked quite the rage and kind of just fury from a lot of people in the community right now for GTA Online, and I gotta say, wow. But yeah, it's really like it's kind of caused a lot of just I get and I get like I of all people understand skepticism. Okay, totally fair, especially with Rockstar games. Okay, they can they can do really good, and then they can also do really bad. Huh? Which is again, I get where you guys are all coming from. I totally understand it. Okay, I totally it's sensible. Basically, what I want to talk about is why Rockstar Games is going to be releasing FiveM to console. And I want to be very clear on what I'm saying. Even if it's not exactly FiveM, it's going to be basically FiveM. Because in the leaks of FiveM coming to console, Rockstar Games have been, in the most passive, nice way of saying it, that isn't actually morally wrong, they've been taking advantage of the very skilled abilities of the CFX developers so that they can, quote-unquote, make something better, basically. This is all leaks, and when we hear leaks for things, we're not all on the same page, which is understandable. I mean, GTA 6 was like probably the biggest example of that, because for how many years now we've been getting this and that and kind of all over the place at this point. And then of course we got the actual leaks of GTA 6 gameplay that was confirmed by Rockstar by straight up not saying that it's GTA 6 leaks, but striking any videos including it, which means they're striking the content as it's a copyright because it's their property, meaning it is GTA 6. For the first bit, they only kind of referred to it as the next Grand Theft Auto installment, which, I mean, of course, was GTA 6. Could you imagine if the GTA 6 trailer 1 dropped, and the first thing we saw at the end of the trailer was GTA 5 2? Yeah, not too great. But that's not what this is about. I want to explain to you guys everything that... Well, basically, I want to explain every reason why I'm certain FiveM is coming to console. Now, because, again, a lot of skepticism. Totally, totally get it. I'm a very unbiased person. Normally, I can, I can play both sides of something. Not play both sides of something, but I can understand both sides of something, you know what I mean? Without seeming biased, I guess, is the best way to put that. But when it comes to this, and I mean, I'm a huge fan of Grand Theft Auto. I'm a huge Rockstar fan. I love their games. I love, not glazing or anything, but I do really love Rockstar games. They make some pretty awesome games, and GTA 5 is one of them, and it's a game that I've found to be very, very entertaining, and I grew up playing it, and a lot of other GTA games and Rockstar games, and yeah, so of course, naturally, I make content on the game, and just to break a couple things down. For one, a lot of people think FiveM on console is going to be subscription-based. This is a really good thing to be skeptical about, but I don't personally think Rockstar Games is going to make FiveM on console a subscription-based type of thing, or like a live service, or of course GTA Plus, as a lot of people were also saying. Now, the reason being is if what is stated is entirely true, that Rockstar Games is making a better version of FiveM that's their own via CFX developers. If you guys weren't aware, they did kind of buy them out for quite a lot. Big old 20 mil, okay, kind of a large number. So they can pretty much do whatever the heck they want. Because 20 mil, they didn't just buy a stake in the company. They bought them, all right? Like, they bought FiveM. They basically bought FiveM. They can do whatever they want with it. So that means taking FiveM and making it their own, and if not or better, then great. If there's a pretty good chance that they might do that, or they might make it one of their own, entirely from the ground up. Point is, it's not going to be a live subscription, and the reason I think that is because Rockstar Games know that FiveM servers make like a lot of money, and I don't mean like a little bit, like a little bit of a lot that you could imagine. Like, I'm talking lots of money. FiveM servers sell skins, money, guns, cars, like privileges in the server. Like, it's ridiculous how much money these servers actually make. Kind of insane. I mean, some of them whitelisting is not free. You do have to pay to get into whitelist, which is crazy, but also, I mean, they're doing it and it's working. So yeah, of course, Rockstar wanted a slice of the pie, and that's what they're doing. Reason they're not going to make it a live subscription or subscription based type thing is because there's no market for that. Nobody's going to pay $11 a month to play FiveM. Like, literally nobody's going to do that. We'll just forget about it in like a month, and people will just rather save up to get a PC instead. There's no point. But what they will do is, if they do decide to make their own better version of FiveM, then there's a pretty good chance that they're going to have their own shop where you can buy cash, host servers, skins, all that good stuff. And yeah, that's seeming more or less like the healthier option, if I'm being completely honest. If Rockstar didn't do anything other than that, I really not understand. I mean, if they made it totally free, I mean, props to Rockstar Games for that. You know, I think that'd be crazy, but I doubt that's going to be the case as well. But, you know, a lot of people are also wondering, I've seen, and I've been getting all these comments in my videos, is it going to be on PS4 and Xbox One? No, I'm sorry to say this. FiveM will not be running on PS4 and Xbox One. FiveM servers are typically pretty heavily modded. I mean, really anything added beyond like base GTA is going to be just entirely too much for last gen. Hence the reason why they've been not adding not adding most of the content that's actually been arriving to GTA Online is because it can't actually run on last gen. Why do you guys think the director mode was taken out? Well, not director mode, but the editor, where you can make clips and stuff like that with different angles and all that stuff. Yeah, that was taken out because last gen just can't handle all this stuff, which is fair. Last gen is last gen for a reason. It's old, like very old. To put that in kind of some form of perspective for you guys, it's not happening. I'm sorry. There's just no way that last gen's gonna get FiveM. I mean, could you guys imagine trying to load up FiveM on your PS4 and you're loading up a FiveM server for the first time and it's downloading all the data that it needs and you're downloading real life cars and like all this other stuff, and yeah, you can imagine what loading into that's going to be like. It's not going to run at all. I get, you know, a lot of people will disagree and say it's stronger than it seems, and it's really not. If you guys, you know, want, feel free to go look at the typical specs of a PC needed to run FiveM smoothly, and then go and look at, well, basically compare a PS4 to that, and you're gonna very much see, like, dang, he's right. That is quite the difference. So, just want to throw that out there. Another thing that I'd like to kind of clear up that I saw recently, this comment was as of right now, like only 3 hours old. I guess I missed it. It's that it's not coming to, it's that it's not coming and it's being confirmed by community moderators. I want to be totally clear with you guys. In CFX's Discord, their community moderators have nothing to do with anything beyond moderating the community, hence the name. So any inside dealing with Rockstar Games between them and CFX develop, like, they're in an NDA. I explained this in the last video. An NDA is a non-disclosure agreement. You are legally not allowed to discuss anything in, well, whatever it is the NDA kind of requires you not to discuss. So if them buying CFX and anything going on beyond that label of basically just purchase is in the NDA, hence adding FiveM to console, which would most definitely be in the NDA, guess what? They can't talk about it. So don't take anything you guys are hearing from community moderators. I'm not, and again, nothing against community moderators in CFX. I just want to be totally 110% clear about that. I'm just throwing this out there as community moderators. That's just not how it works. And you could say, well, Cryptic, aren't you sitting here telling us what's up? Well, yes, because I'm going off of research and things that have actually been leaked from actual creditable sources. Because if a community moderator for CFX is friends with a developer and they say, hey, are you doing that? And they go, no, it's because they're legally required to say no. That's kind of how it works. No matter how best of friends they are, you still can't. It's just how it is. You can get sued and go to prison. It's just how it is. So for the people that are, you know, under the assumption that, well, the moderators in the server said that, okay, well, that's just not how it is, and I'm, with all due respect, that's just the case. Continuing on. A lot of you guys are saying, hate to burst your bubble, and I'm quoting this comment, FiveM isn't possible on console. Okay, so I don't think you guys understand the power of a PS5 and an Xbox Series X. They're like high-end gaming computers. They're just not called gaming computers. And an Xbox is basically a PC. If you guys know how Xboxes are built, well, basically Windows computers, the OS is literally the same. Just, of course, it's basically a different, like, user interface. That's about it, the same. So, with that being said, for those you, so basically, like, if you're saying that FiveM isn't something that could run on console, specifically next gen, of course, since that's what it'll be available on, you're saying that, like, games that we already currently have run in Unreal Engine and very, like, crazy, I mean, like, these engines are, you know, I'll put it to you like this. Call of Duty is a way, and I mean, like, way harder game to run than GTA 5. If you take GTA 5 and add some mods to it, that's not changing. And if you're getting framing issues, it's going to be server based, like just the way it's developed. It's not going to have anything to do with like PlayStation remotely. It's just not how. It's just, trust me, this is not the case. So for those guys that have, your skepticism about, well, gonna be honest, not happening. Okay, console, no bueno. It's not happening at all. So just letting you know, next gen consoles are very strong machines. That's just. Although some of you guys are pretty like kind of like not on the fence about it. I mean, I've seen a lot of people, most of the comments in that video and my other videos. I mean, you guys are pretty much just like agreeing, and you're also pretty excited about this. Like someone said, they just basically want to stay relevant until GTA 6, which makes sense, which it does. I mean, of course, like you have the biggest game like ever. I mean, if you seriously think of games and you think of the biggest games, GTA 6 isn't the oldest, but most games don't stay relevant for over a decade. That's just not a thing. It just doesn't happen. So whether you love it or hate it, seriously, like whether you love or absolutely, and I mean hate GTA 5 or Rockstar games, it's still the most popular game. And you can say, well, what about Skyrim? Skyrim's a really popular game. But like you gotta understand that popularity and relevancy, like GTA's got it all. It's got the relevancy, it's got the popularity, it's got the player counts, it's got, the concurrent viewers and the general viewership on YouTube, Twitch. It's not just this thing that's just like been around for like 3 years. GTA's been around for a decent amount of time, but 5 has been around for the last well over a decade, and it's still just as popular. Like genuinely, like it's still like fully going. Talk of FiveM coming to console, yeah, that realistically that's only going to make things more hyped up, and even more people are going to want to play GTA. So with this talk of FiveM coming to console, what does that mean? More people are going to buy GTA 5. And, I mean, like, that's just, I mean, come on. Oh. And then some of you guys said that, you doubt it'll be anything like FiveM roleplay servers. You're not 110% wrong. So like I said in the start of the video, pretty good chance Rockstar's just basically developing their own version of FiveM. Makes sense. Because, well, when you buy it out, you kind of want full control of it. So what do? You just rebuild it from the ground up, I guess, is what Rockstar's doing. Yeah. Anyway, that's about it. All the other comments were very exceedingly positive, so that's about it. It's not that I can't handle negative comments, of course. I'm only just making this video just to clear things up for the rest of the community. I mean, I know a lot of you guys are absolutely ecstatic that it is happening, which it is. So, yeah. If you guys are excited for 5M coming to console in October of all things, leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I mean, we're almost at 20K, so if you want to help out, feel free. And also, I do other content, just throwing that out there. I like to occasionally do some GTA 5 content, okay? I do some modded stuff. I have an RP server. I got like some stuff going on I think you guys might like, not gonna lie. I'm watching my camera just focus in and out. Subscribe.